I just hope that whoever opens the time capsule in however many years' time is going to have the technology to be able to see the film, to see the great optimism that we've all got about the way in which this new building is going to transform services for the people of Walsall. Now, we're going to actually start loading the time capsule and putting various things into the box. As I say, we were a bit worried that if we actually just put the DVD in, which is here, some sort of archaeologist in the future is going to think it's some sort of ritual practice and not know what it's all about. But we'll put it in anyway. And can I introduce Kyle and Callum, or is it Callum, Kyle, who are very helpfully going to load the box for me. So would you like to put that in, please? Okay, now the other things we've got are a little bit more accessible. They are things that hopefully people can read, appreciate with a human eye, rather than needing any technology to interpret them. These are a set of the old plans of the old hospital and of the new building. So, would you like to put those in, boys, please? A really important part of the life of Walsall is the Express and Star, and it really does chronicle the ups and downs of the borough. And so we've got the front page of every paper this week to put into the box as well. So would you like to put that in between the two of you? But obviously we are a hospital, so we need to make sure that people understand the work we do as well as the life of Walsall. And here we've got a whole range of things. We've got a copy of Cascade, which is the hospital newsletter, explaining how we do work here. Thank you very much, Ben. We've also got a copy of the most recent version of the British Medical Journal, which actually includes all of the most recent updates and advances in medicine as at October 2010. Again, I'm sure when somebody reads that in the future, they'll think it was all very quaint. Would you like to do that one? Thank you. And here's a set of all the information we've published for you in Walsall this year about the work of the hospital. There you are, that one for you. We've also got a set of photographs of the old building and the new buildings. They can go in. And a picture of our Director of Nursing here to welcome everybody who's a patient in the hospital. This is actually on the bedside of every patient, so that they know what to do if they need any help and support during their stay. Now then, let's see what else we've got. We've got some nasty things now. This is a sort of, it looks like something out of a carry-on film, doesn't it? It's called a bladder syringe, and it was used in the 1970s. This is a retractor. I'm not clinical, but I'm told it's for pulling skin back so the surgeons can get to other bits of the skin when they're doing operations. This looks horrendous. It's a folding face mask that was used actually to hold chloroform against a patient's face. This was actually used 100 years ago, so this is, you'll be glad to know, is not in use now. Really? These are, they're called self-retaining retractors. They were used in the 1960s, and again they were used to hold skin back and tissue so that the surgeons get to the operating site. This is an instrument clip known as a Mayo clip, designed to hold things in place while they're in place during an operation. I hope there aren't any surgeons here because they'll probably be cringing at the explanations I'm giving. This is a nasal spectrum. Goes up the nose and holds the nose open. And this is what looks like a pair of scissors is actually a pair of forceps that were used to take little holes in skin to actually put them under the microscope, called a punch biopsy. We've also got a badge telling everybody that they've washed their hands, because crucially, actually focusing on controlling infection is a really important part of what we've been doing, and we're delighted that it's had a really big impact on the control of infection. Lots of people have commented about how clean the new building feels, but it's about how people look after their own personal hygiene that makes the real difference. And we've only had one case of MRSA in the last year, which is great. Fantastic improvement. These are all of the, inside this tube are all the posters and all the publicity material about the new hospital. As you know, we've been opening it in phases all year, and this gives you details of all the phases, so people will know how we open the hospital in the future. And finally, and I'm going to have to put my microphone down because of it to help. This was a microscope that was used in the pathology labs during the 1960s. It really does look like a very, very old-fashioned piece of kit now. You actually see what the current pathologists use to actually peer at pieces of tissue. But I'll give it to the boys, but I need to put my microphone down to do this. And finally, I've got some fantastic pictures which have been drawn by the Cubs and Beavers of a futuristic hospital bed, the sort of bed that they think might be around in the future. I think this one was actually done by Kyle and Callum, wasn't it? And it's got toys, and it's got games, and it's got a steering wheel, and it's jet propelled. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen in that bed. But I think actually anybody in the bed would not want to go home, would have real difficulty discharging them. So the whole set, produced by the 19th Walsall Scout Group, of all these ideas. I think there's a poster display of pictures over there for you to have a look at. But these are copies that we're going to put into the time capsule. So boys, if you could take half each, you take those ones, and you take those ones, and pop them in. And that's our capsule. Now in a minute, I'm going to ask the Mayor to give us a few words about how he feels that this new hospital is going to help the people of Walsall. And then afterwards, I'm going to ask us all to go outside so that we can actually ceremonially bury the time capsule. But now I'd like to hand over to His Worshipful the Mayor of Walsall, Councillor Gary Clark.
Thank you, Sue. Today is a historic moment, and it's a dream of 20 years or longer, dream come now into reality. It is absolutely unbelievable we have achieved what we've achieved up to today. It's been hard work, so much commitment. There's so many people been involved in bringing this forward today, and we have had our hard discussions in the past, but this is a credit to all the people that have worked so hard over the 20 odd years to get this hospital. I think it's one of the finest ones in the West Midlands. I'm so proud of Walsall, as you all know, and a lot of you know how proud I am of Walsall, born and bred here. The next goal, obviously, which is one of my charities, is to open Walsall Hospice. That is going very, very well. So you take Walsall as a whole, as far as health and community care is concerned, we really are above a lot of the others, you know. And it's all about community working, and I do a lot of that because this is what it's all about. And I've got to mention, we had, for the first time last week in the Mayor's Parlour, we had 117 volunteers who work for the Walsall Hospital. You know, they do all their time free and what have you. We had a fantastic evening or afternoon, whatever it was, but we just showed you know, the recognition is there for everybody in the community. And I've said this a lot since I've been there. Okay, it was all right working in my little patch of street there, but when you come into the whole of the borough and you see so much work going on, as each day goes on as I'm there, I'm getting prouder and prouder and prouder. Today is your day. The hospital is yours. A lot of entertainment going on, and I just could go on for hours how pleased I am about today. And I like the motto there, one and all, and that's what it's all about. We're proud of Walsall, we're proud of you. Enjoy your hospital because it's one of the best in the country, and it's only due to a lot of work by everybody. If I mention one name, I think it would be wrong. There's that many of us, many of you, been involved in this. So once again, can I thank you all for attending. Enjoy the day, and I'm going to stop for at least another hour or so because I'm self-thrilled about it. Thank you very much, Sue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Right, that's my enthusiasm carrying me around. Now, I think we're going to go outside, and the time capsule is going to be ceremonially buried, and then we want to photograph everybody who's been involved in witnessing the event. So, would you all like to follow me outside?
But until then, keep my faith in the verses, so my niggas rock won't feel they bids worthless.